So this is, it is taken from a section, this section of this Bhakti Lata Bij, that is there, where it is very nicely described in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So this is teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he is mentioning, if you want, you can sit this side, no? So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very nicely explaining about the living entities, different living entities, and then how civilized living entities, and then coming to the point of like followers of Vedas, and then further and things like that. So to the point of Bhakti Yoga. So it is nicely mentioned. So here we see that Ete Brahmanda Vari Ananta Jivagana. So there are so many living entities are there. And all of them are present in Chaturashi Laksha Yonite Karaya Brahman. So all of them are present in 84 lakh different species of life. In unlimited living entities present in 84 lakh species of life. So this is there. And then, so this living entity size is mentioned. Keshagra, Satheka Bhaga, Puna Satamshakari, Tara Sama Sukshma Jivera Swarupa Vichari. And then we also have another shloka. This is quoted in Bhagavad Gita itself. Keshagra Satabhagasya Satamsha Shadrishatmaka Jiva Sukshma Swarupoyam Sankyarito Hichitkana. So this is like, we all know how small the living entity is. And Tara Madhya Tavara Jangama Dui Beda. So like amongst the living entities who are there in 84 lakh species of life, there are two major divisions are there. So that is Thavara and Jangama. So like, and in Thavara means like, non-moving, and Jangama means moving. And in the moving living entities, there is Triyak, that is the animals, and Jalachara and Stalachara. So that is, aquatics and what do you call, like, Stalachara, what do you call? Terrestrial animals. So this is all different divisions that are there. So moving, non-moving, and then further like things are there. And then Tara Madhya Manushya Jati Ati Alpatara. So amongst the moving, like there are very few living entities are called Manushya Jati, like human beings. And Tara Madhya Mlecha Pulinda Bauddha Sabara. So like there are many uncivilized human beings that are there. So like human beings are there amongst them, and then both civilized and uncivilized. And then Veda Nishta Madhya Ardhika Veda Mukhe Mane. So there are many people who are amongst the human beings, like very few are Veda Nishta, followers of Vedas. And in that also many people are only like namesake followers of Vedas. They're not actually followers of Vedas. So, and then Veda Nishiddha Papa Kare, Dharma Nahi Gane. So like they call themselves as religious people, but then they like perform sinful activities which are prohibited in the Vedas. So such people are also there. And so followers of Vedas, that are there. And then Dharmachari Madhya Bahuta Karma Nishta. So amongst the followers of Vedas, most of the people are Karma Nishta. That means they are followers of like Karma Yoga for the sake of material benefits and things like that. And Koti Karma Nishta Madhya Eka Jnani Shreshta. So like there are two divisions of this Karma Nishta are there. So one is the people who are only want material sense gratification. For that purpose, they are performing the karma. Others are people who are like, they are not wanting material sense gratification, but they want to make progress in spiritual realization. So they are also performing karma. So they are detached from the fruits of activities, and they are basically sakama and nishkama. So like detached from fruits of activities, and then desiring the purification of heart and things like that. So such people actually take planes to Arjuna that you don't need to take sannyas to perform jnana yoga. You just perform your karma without having attachment to the fruits of actions, so then it will turn into jnana. It will produce effects like jnana. So, like, either it may be a jnana yoga or karma yoga performed, in such a way that it produces the effects of jnana yoga. So, like, amongst the Vedic followers, very, very few are the jnanis. And then, koti jnana madhya, hai eka jnana mukta, means perfected jnani. That means a jnani is a person who are like endeavoring to attain the transcendental realization. So that is, I am not the body, I am the soul, karke. So, but amongst such people who are endeavoring, very, very rare that one person, is perfected. And koti mukta madhye durlabha eka Krishna bhakta. So amongst many, many perfected jnanis, so one is, very, very rare as a devotee of the Lord. So now, like, this is one classification that we saw. This will continue, like, as we progress, we will have explanation for various things, and then again come back to the same storyline of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings, of this particular storyline. So now we will see that, in this following of these various paths, so what is considered to be goodness, what is considered to be passion, and what is considered to be ignorance. So ignorance means not interested in following any yoga, basically not interested in following any rules and regulations. So that is called anyabhilashita. So anyabhilashita means adharma. Basically, anyabhilashita shunyam, jnana karma dhyanavritam. So this is the definition that we will see that later also. So anyabhilashita means like anya abhilasha means other desire. So other than what? Other than the dharmic ones. So karma, jnana and bhakti. This is considered to be the standard dharmic activities. So apart from that, whatever is there, it is categorized as anyabhilasha. So that is considered to be ignorance. When a person is performing adharma, he is not having so much of taste for following the rules and regulations. So then it is considered to be ignorance. Basically sometimes people say that, Prabhu, why so much rules and regulations? We are human beings. We also have likes, dislikes, and ये सब कंसिडर करना चाहिए. इसके मतलब लाइक्स डिसलाइक्स में बात कर रहे हैं, मतलब इग्नोरेंस है. सर फंसे हैं, like you have fallen into the well of this one material existence. Rope डाला तो we have to catch the rope and go out. So rules and regulations are the rope, to get out of this mess. And then, if I talk about likes, dislikes, and things like that, so we'll talk about likes, dislikes after we go back to Godhead. Now it is like, apad dharma, we have to follow the rules and regulations. And passion means following the rules and regulations for material advancement. So that is generally the karma, so or varnashrama dharma. So that is passion. And goodness means following the rules and regulations for spiritual advancement. So that is jnana, technically considered to be jnana. So we also discussed, even if somebody is following varnashrama, if he is not attached to the results of his actions, and if he is attached only to purification of heart and making spiritual advancement, he is also considered to be in the category of goodness. Right? So jnana comes in two ways. One is through the karma, and another is directly by the process of jnana. So in this way, these are the different gradations that are there. So as we have seen, bulk of the people are in passion, according to this storyline that is there. So many people are there in ignorance. And even the people who are dharmic in nature, so bulk of the people will be there in passion only. And then very few will come to the point of goodness, where he's, if you ask him, what do you want? I just simply want to purify my heart and I want to attain transcendental realization. So that will be very, very less. Probably, many people will be speaking about it, what you want to become, what's the goal of life? No, of course, Golok Vrindavan jana hai. But then, deep inside, what is there, the goal? No, we don't need to, we will not be able to know so easily. Even the person who is speaking, he may not also know that, I am not actually, seriously wanting spiritual advancement. I am wanting many other things, so that even he may not know actually. So it requires a careful, deep introspection. So which band we are actually falling into. So many times, in the name of devotees, we may fall into the category of ignorance, that like, no, I'm a devotee just because I'm chanting 16 rounds, and then like other rules and regulations are like, no, just chant 16 rounds and like, no, you're going back to Godhead. So मतलब थोड़ा बहुत है like अच्छा, but ignorance भी है साथ में. So like we see that this is put in a graph form. So human beings, so like before human beings, no, we have not put in the graph. So from human beings, so civilized and uncivilized, and uncivilized, so like ekdam it is into adharma, and in the civilized there is dharmic and not dharmic, and according to the definition of our acharyas, like whoever is following the Vedic system, so they are considered to be dharmic. So like, no, in this way it is there. And then non-dharmic, you have God-centered morality and non-God-centered morality. So like non-God-centered morality means like, even in this world, like, we have traffic rules, we have like so many different this ones. This is all not based on the scriptures, no. So, but there is some like level of following of some rules and regulations. No, that is much better than people who are like completely against following any rules and regulations. And then like we have God-centered morality, so where God-given principles, but it has not come to the Vedic standard. So that is all like another level of advancement. And then comes, after all these things comes Karma Yoga. After that comes Jnana, after that comes Bhakti. So like that the divisions are there. So now we see this the qualities of civilized and uncivilized. In the previous, this one we saw that there are this morality and civilized and things like that. So what is considered to be civilized? Even non-dharmic people, not followers of Vedas, like even they are not followers of any religion. You see, like even there are many civilized nations that are there. So even they will agree upon these principles. So cleanliness, and you go to any like posh, materialistic foreign country, you will find everything is clean over there. So like cleanliness, honesty, they believe in like honesty and abstinence from thievery and faith, and then abstinence from unnecessary violence. Any violence happens, like everybody has the right to live, right to speak and things like that. So, and then freedom from lust, anger, greed. So they understand that lust, anger, greed is, it's not a good thing. And then like bhuta priya hiteya. So that means welfare to all creatures. You will find that social service, philanthropy and things like that and all. So this is something which everybody will agree upon. Every civilized person will agree upon. So that is why sometimes like why ISKCON devotees are not given so much of value at certain places. So like sometimes like we see that one of our devotees our Hemangapu, like he had invited his sister to come when our youth yatra was happening, and they came, and then they saw that like invited for lunch, and then big feast is going on. And while taking the feast, his sister commented, "What kind of a sadhu you have become?" So, like, first of all, I was very unsatisfied that you left your home and came. And at least I was thinking, ठीक है, like कुछ तो अच्छा कर रहा है, but then इधर बैठकर feast कर रहे तुम. So what kind of a sadhu you have become? In India, expectation of a sadhu is like quite a lot. So first of all, they will say, okay, if they come into your room and they see that कि like चीजें इधर उधर पड़ा है, so तभी like समझ जाएंगे कि like ये basic civilized भी नहीं है, ये क्या भक्त बन रहा है, like नहीं तो so it is, you see that civilized, उसके बाद like काफी सारे लोग हैं, उसके बाद धार्मिक आता है, उसके बाद उसके अंदर like you will find karma, jnana, yoga and bhakti. So we are claiming to be something very high. So and then people see that कि like ये बोल रहे हैं कि मैं distinction लिया, तो मार्क देखा तो like पास भी नहीं हुआ, लेकिन इसको तो तभी डिस्काउंट कर देंगे कि कुछ नहीं लिया, नहीं तो so like नालायक करके